Sí. ¿Qué? ¿Qué?
I let Andre down. He believed in me. He was like, just he gave me a lot of confidence, and I really appreciated that. And then I just had great risk management, and I'm like, I can have other XFAs. I can be risky, like not take the most perfect trades on those if I need it, like to get it out, But I'm not gonna take it on this main account that is transferred to live now. So it's like a lot of up and downs, but getting transferred to live, it just, I guess, it showed me that I could do it. I just have to get rid of my stupid bad, not start, not stupid, but like my bad habits. It's not
Mm.
worth it, especially
Exactly.
now with the conditions. It's not worth it. And I'm
Mhm.
using micros here and there, and it's been crazy because I've been losing or hitting the daily loss limit with micros, which would never happen before because it wouldn't be this crazy.
Yeah,
Very
Yeah.
different
position
time.
sizings position sizing is very important, especially on a 50K account.
Mm-hmm.
Going full port with a that small max loss
Yeah.
limit.
So
It's
I called risk management, and I'm like, changed me to two contracts because my had up to five contracts, and then with my daily loss limit, it's not worth it if I do any mistake or because last Monday I was up 4,000 on a trade and I added another contract, so I had three contracts. 2 minutes later, I hit my daily loss limit
mhm,
when I was
Hmm.
when I was up 4K. And I'm like, seriously?
Oof.
So then I'm like,
Yeah, that one
wow,
hurts.
yeah, I have. So
rough.
I limit myself now to two contracts. They put that in, and yeah, I reduced my daily
Yeah,
loss limit a little bit just to take better trades. It's been pretty up and down,
I think
but
we say it. I think we say it every day here. You don't need to trade big to
Mm-mm.
make big
hmm
money in these markets, depending on the market you're trading at least.
No.
But Dolby, what's happening on your end? You put on a nice range trade today in the NQ.
Yeah. Super solid range trade earlier. We're kind of trading right in the middle of the range that we were short the top of. So kind of a no trade area unless we think that this 50% range is going to fail and we're going to go back down to 600s. Something I've been keeping an eye on though is the trend within the range has been pretty strong higher lows. So there could be a cheap long opportunity right here, right now. It kind of makes sense too, because it might be the scariest trade to take is kind of catching a long right here. But buyers have
Hmm.
been doing a very good job thus far of maintaining higher lows within this trend. But as I talk, this might get tested. So we'll see if this is the last stand for this higher low that we've been making here.
Dolby has the keys to the house account now. If we
Oh
want to
yeah.
start scaling into a position, we could use some micros too and
Oh yes.
start getting in a little early if we're feeling we might miss the move. Benefit of trading micros, you take a little bit more heat, widen up your risk parameters, and start scaling into a position earlier than you might normally.
Yeah. Do you have a
Just an
bias right
option.
now?
Do I have a bias?
Or
Sideways.
kind
It
of
just looked.
sideways? Yeah. What about you, Fatima? You have a bias right now for Nasdaq?
yeah, also sideways. But if
Sideways.
it goes below that, what is it? What time was this? I think it was the 1019 candle. I think it should go down.
Yeah, down. I'm kind of leaning that. I'm like 60-40 bearish. I'm still a little bit hung up on these
hmm
higher lows that we're making. It
Hmm.
looks like we're starting to slip on it a little bit. That maybe this just doesn't hold. But shorts now are a little bit too expensive. Probably like momentum shorts. If you're like a momentum, you like those.
Yeah, playing the breakout
Kind of
of
be
this
tested.
range might be a
Hmm.
good play. Uh, we know what our risk is.
Oh yeah.
Risk is pretty tight on either side. If we're playing the range or playing the breakout, we know exactly where we're getting out when we get in.
Hmm.
Uh, but right now, this market's looking pretty flat. It's a perfect sideways market. If you switch to my charts real quick, I just drew it. Like, it doesn't get more square than that.
That's pretty square.
Uh, so we'll look for this breakout, possibly, uh, possibly take the range trade. But Fatima, if you were in the market right now, what direction do you think you would be
I think I would be bearish. I've been bearish all
Yeah.
day, and every
all day?
time I entered, yeah, I would enter at 19,700. I wouldn't think because that's a strong resistance area in my
Hmm.
opinion, and then it would break it by 20 points and then go down 70 points. Then I would get out immediately. So I never.
Maybe we can work
Um,
some shorts here with
yeah, I think
micros.
if it breaks 650, I think it might make a new low, but we have to see like a strong downside, not just
Yeah.
like it might also bounce back at 650. So I would just be waiting for that level or to see if it's gonna hit that level before.
Yeah. 650 is really big. So the higher lows might hold here. Kind of
Mm.
curious to see what chat thinks of maybe stacking some sell orders, maybe up to 700. Kind of like what we did last time with that trade, but we'll do it within the range and maybe set a stop at like 705s, try to get it above 700s and then see if we can just short a couple within this range. Just an idea, concept.
Well, you've had a good pulse on the market all day. I've been watching and listening.
I've had one pulse. One pulse on the market today, but it was a good one.
You called the top of that range perfectly, and yeah, it was an excellent trade.
I mean, when you have big events happening the next day, like those range trades can become a little bit more consistent because the market's kind of waiting for that news. So you have like Nvidia today, the president. You got there's some pretty big news tomorrow, I think, as well. And so the market can get into like a holding pattern that should reveal some pretty obvious range trades. You just gotta take them and have confidence that that's the day we're gonna have.
Can't even think about it. You just got to do it.
You just got to do it.
And
we don't know the outcome of anything ever. It could be your most favorite setup, 90% accuracy, still a 10% chance it's going to fail. So, like, getting all worked up about the outcome of a trade before you're even in it is just wasted energy. We have no idea what's going to happen. And if we did, we'd all be millionaires, right?
Right?
Yep.
Couldn't agree more. All right. So low of the day in the NQ right now, we have 19604 quarter, just about 70 points away to the downside. We'll see how that plays out. Looking at a 15-minute chart, we'll go back to our 3-minute. There's our range for the day. As far as the tilt goes, we are 59% long in the ES, 53% long in the NQ, 64% long crude, and 51% long gold. Coming up on crude oil regular trading hours close, 1:30 p.m. Central Time, you'll start to see volatility and volume dip off just a bit after that closing bell in crude. We're already seeing it in gold. Back to the equities, looking at the NASDAQ, possibly thinking about taking a short. We're right back up to that big fat round number again, 19,700, getting close. Maybe we'll start scaling in some offers.
Yeah,
if I was trading right now, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I would enter at 700.
For sure.
See how it, or see how it reacts there, and it might go up to 713, and then I would also take shorts there. So I just have to see how it, if it runs through 700 or not.
700 is nearly dead flat center range, going back to call it 11 o'clock Central Time.
Right. We'll get some orders in.
Here we go. Stacking some offers just above the market here. Trading the micros.
Yeah.
Volatility's been pretty high. You can make a decent amount of profit trading just a couple of micros in this volatility.
We'll stack 2 5 points apart between 90 and 710s. And then our stop will be around like 720s, 730s.
Sounds good. Offers are in. House count looking to get short.
Yep. Now this might go all the way to 750. So we'll
order filled.
See how strong this bounce is. But either way, it's a good example of what you can do with micros in an active market. You don't have to always go all in at once. You can spread them out. This is still all one E-mini. It's just cut up into five little pieces.
Mm-hmm. I hope everybody read that disclaimer that was just up.
Mm-hmm.
If you need me to read it for you, put it up again. There it is. It says, for all you listeners out there, hey, you. Yes, you watching Top Step TV right now. This is not financial advice. Futures trading involves substantial risk, and you can lose more than your initial investment. Do not copy any trades you see on Top Step TV. Do not fade any trades you see on Top Step TV. Remember, you are a human being, not a lemming. Don't be a lemming. Be a trader.
Right. All right, short 2. Starting to get dinged on some of these.
House count is in the market. Short 2 MNQ. What was that price again? 690?
Short to 690, 3/4.
Write this down.
Yeah. So we'll see how much of this we get filled. Either we get filled on all of it, partials, maybe none. We will see. Because we don't know. We do not know.
Where's your stop at?
As of right now, it's at 7:55, but that's probably it's not going to stay there.
Okay.
It'll get walked down to like 7:30 eventually.
Great comments coming in the chat, by the way, after the risk disclaimer. GZ1 says, I don't care, I'm copying anyway.
Short 6 at 695.
Greg, nice. Short 6, average price 695. 6 MNQ. Greg M got his acronyms mixed up in the chat. FMOC. The correct acronym would be FOMC. Short 8 all day.
Short 10 soon. Kind of wish I didn't ignore that.
Order filled.
Higher lows that I was talking about because they came in pretty good. Short 10. Here's our 1E mini worth. This feels.
I'm expecting it to fail here below 720.
Okay.
Below 720?
Yeah. But let's see.
Let's see here.
What's our average price, Toby?
700s. 10 at 700.
Short 10. Micro NASDAQ 19700.
Order filled.
Mini contract.
I also have a resistance area at 734. So if you want to move your stop, maybe from it depends on what you want, but I would have it there.
Yeah.
730.
You can go to
734 resistance. Mark that on the chart right now.
At this point, I just would rather have it at like 760.
Yeah.
So the icky part of longs are definitely the play. It's unfortunate, but we didn't just get long instead. But like I said, it's the scariest trade by far. Is just trying to pick up a long here against all the other higher lows. It's just like, oh, it's gonna totally fail and break down, and then it doesn't. And then you get a short squeeze and
order filled.
And you get into this position.
Range was the play.
Yeah, a little bit of the middle of it. I would still be totally down to take our trade again that we had at 11, which is getting short back up at like 750s.
Yeah.
Kind of in no man's land right now with this one.
Still not out. Not taking a whole lot of heat on this. We are trading micros.
Love to see a 1 minute range instead of just peeling higher here. But we'll see.
What's our CYA? What's our risk on this again?
35.25, risking about 700. But if we can start moving back down again, maybe towards 700s, we can walk this down.
Order filled.
Start walking our stop down again. Yeah, we might be okay here. Just by the skin of our teeth.
Vibob in the chat says he didn't know we were trading micros, thought it was minis, and we're nuts. He thought we were nuts.
A hell of a trade. Duncan, this is a new trade that we just took. Pretty aggressive. Aggressive short.
Yep, we're playing mid-range, looking for the breakout to the downside.
This is definitely one of those trades.
Order filled.
Take a screenshot of and go back and journal. Feel like, wish we had our entry at the high of the